All right. We are live. Welcome. Money or excuses? That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. Do you want to make money or do you want to make excuses why you're not making money? Mr. Peter Wolfing in Florida, and you have been moving. And I'm so excited that we're actually this is your first live stream. You just hooked up your internet literally 5 minutes ago.
Let's go.
Oh, wow.
Talk about a nick of time, right?
Yeah. And you've got this really sexy echo behind you because the room has no furniture in it. No carpeting.
Right. I have a table and a few chairs, and that's about it.
You could show the view. Oh, my God.
The view?
So great. Yeah.
You can see all the houses being built behind me.
Yeah.
But it's a nice man-made water area, and you know how much I love water, Victor, right? So you got to have water.
I do.
That's my element. And a nice big sign over there says, "Don't play with the alligators."
Yeah, exactly.
They forgot to leave out snakes too. There's snakes too. But yeah, it's a nice area. So eventually, I'll morph it over the next year into like my own little secluded enclave with a nice like net over the top and a pool and things like that.
Yeah.
But that'll be about a year from now. So we'll see. You'll see it kind of morph from one thing to the next.
Well, good. So you'll be back in New York City when?
I'll be back. I'll be back on Friday.
Okay, great. So we've got the sales masterclass rolling, and we've got the new Easy 1-Up that's rolling, and the conversations are blowing up. People are freaking out as they always do. And I have one word for you guys: just chill. It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be really easy. And here's the thing. What I've learned is that if you think the worst is going to happen, then when the best happens, you are like relieved, right? So people right now are freaking out because some people are not getting their emails because they were stripped away, they were filtered out, and they're not receiving them. And so if they're not receiving those emails, then we can't authenticate the little button that they have to click in order to get into the new system. Well, you saw an email I sent to our previous developer. I came up with a way you could just log into your old back office and you'll probably be able to click the button and move right in the new system. If that works, then a lot of the challenges we're having with email will go away. But here's the problem. We've only got 7,000 people in the Facebook group. We have around 25 to 30% of the people are receiving our mail. So we've got to get that number up a little higher. And we also want every person who receives our mail to contact all the people that they personally know. Okay. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about Gmail toward the end of this, but before I do that, I want to have you share a little bit about what you wrote with the sales masterclass. I love the text. That was so inspiring. That's why I put it together.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely. I want to. Some people were confused as to why we highly suggested you use a non-free email service. And Victor, you'll cover that a little bit later. So I don't want to steal your thunder. But if you saw the email or the post that I put, it was all about excuses. I mean, I had plenty of reasons not to do network marketing. I had plenty of reasons to fail. My sponsor quit in a month. Their sponsor quit in a month. Their sponsor quit in a month. So I had a deadbeat sponsor syndrome. And I had every reason to quit. And probably everything happened to me has somewhere in one shape or form has happened to everybody else. But I saw my vision was strong enough that I felt it in my bones that this was going to work, and it did. But I kept on going, and I found the reason why, and I found how. So if you're in that case, then if you realize that sometimes things don't work out, they normally don't, but success is always uphill. You're going to go like this. It's never like this. It's always down, up, down, up, down, up. But as long as the trajectory is higher and higher, you're going to do much, much better. And in the email, you can have excuse-itis. You can give all sorts of reasons why you're not successful, why this happened, why that happened, and play the victim card. And we want you to be the victor and not the victim. Okay,
that's me.
Yeah, be the victor. That's right. That's right. Good one, Vic. I didn't think about that, but that's a good one.
Well, victor literally means conqueror. And so those of you that know me, that you know me, Peter, I am relentless in solving these problems. Relentless. I won't stop until every, I kind of have that military mindset, leave no man behind. Right, or woman.
Yeah, his office name that I coined, and I haven't told him yet, is the official chaos manager. So he manages the chaos, right? Hey, Tristan, thank you for coming on. He's the official chaos manager in life. Okay, it's all about managing two things: managing chaos and managing energy. Okay, managing chaos means, he was explaining before, if you expect things to happen, then you're probably more further along, because things will happen, and then you'll appreciate what does happen. That's called the Stoic, S-T-O-I-C, Stoic philosophy, which was Marcus Aurelius in the Roman times brought that out, and it's a fantastic way to really live your life, and you can find out a lot about that online. But the Stoic philosophy is be prepared, and prepare yourself for the inevitability of things will happen, the chaos will happen. And then anything other than that is a plus, right? It's a plus. So in one of my books, I talked about the Stoic philosophy quite a bit. And so we want you to realize that we got your back. We're not going anywhere. This is a process, and you're going to have some bumps in the road, okay? It's a major process, in that our Easy One-Up system has been out for quite a long time. And the programming platform, although we've upgraded it many times, many iterations over the last 10 years from the different things that we've been using, it still needs to be upgraded to the latest technology. And to do that, it took us many months, programming teams to do that. And the migration of the essential data, which mostly is the genealogy, is very difficult, very difficult. So we're needing you to do not too many things, but some essential things to pull you into the new system. And you're going to be very happy that you did. Now, once we go to the new system, I'm not going to say that there's never going to be any issues, but we will, squash them out, and you'll be so happy about that. And this also, I want to mention and say thank you very much for anybody that's here from Hand of Heaven, from Daily Digital Club, from National Wealth Center. This part of the training is not necessarily for you, but the overcoming different things, yes. But we're talking about Easy One-Up, which is another one of our companies, so our website. So for those that don't know, I run many different websites, and I normally do not mix them. Okay, so you might be an Easy One-Up, but you don't know I have this other one. I have this other one. I'm running many different websites that I've created over the years, and with Easy One-Up being one of our flagship websites, been around 6-7 years. We have National Wealth Center's been around for 10 years, and Daily Digital just launched quite a while ago, and Hand of Heaven just a few years ago. So now
Easy One-Up is blowing up right now.
It is, yeah.
It's crazy. We're almost at 400,000 people right now.
Yeah, exactly. And that's mainly the digital lifestyle because of the pandemic and the lockdown, right? People want to know how to get money from home, how to work from home. And it is a very low risk, high reward opportunity for people to do with a one-time payment. So, but anyway, it's not a business opportunity presentation. I just wanted to let you guys know that we got a handle on it. Okay. Everything's got a purpose. Just go with the flow. Don't panic out, things like that. We're working on it. And before you know it, we're going to have everything moved over, and you're going to be happy because we are going to have a fully integrated wallet for everybody in the program, a digital e-wallet, okay, which is a crypto wallet. So you're going to be able to fund the wallet. You're going to be able to pay multiple people with the wallet. The new people that come on board, they can fund their wallet with a credit card to fund their wallet. And then automatically as they pay, it'll go to the admin fee will be paid, the member will be paid, and they're good. And it'll open up the credit card feature to a global audience. Because right now, the company is only collecting for US and Canada, okay? Because we had to manage the risk. We had to manage the chaos, right? So
right. Let's say someone
yeah.
disputes the charge.
Right? Yeah, because every time we tried over the last 7 years to open up the credit card version 3 times, and within 30 days we got bombarded with chargebacks. So so my whole goal as the CEO is to keep us in business, right? Because I know we have hundreds of thousands of people in the system depending on us to stay in business. So I just had to mitigate the risk, and we couldn't do that. But now with this new system, it's going to open up all of that globally, because if you think about it, people are funding with their credit card to their crypto wallet, and so you can't charge back yourself. Right?
Well, you can, but it wouldn't be wise to.
But it's you, yeah, it's you, right? So the company doesn't assume that risk, thus we can open it up for everybody, which is great, right? And we all know crypto is the rage right now, with different ways to be able to do crypto. So it is a form of payment. We are not a crypto program where we're going to be teaching and training in crypto and things like that. We have our videos and so on. We're going to be augmenting those and taking out old ones and putting in new ones, things like that. But so we're not going to be educating it so much where you might think, oh, because we're taking crypto, all of our education is going to be crypto. No, that's not the case. Okay. It is a means of payment and receiving a payment. That's what we're doing. So we're using this global aspect of the crypto and the funding and so on with the wallets to be able to open up Easy One Up to a global audience and make it much, much easier. Because I've had people, Victor, so many people, thousands of people that are international.
Yeah.
That said, how can I do credit card? I just can't pay. It's very difficult for me to do that. And we've had many people in countries all over the world, Nepal and Vietnam and so on. Members have made tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, but it was difficult for them to do that because of the transactions of the funds. Now this is going to open up to everybody, and now your audience and the people that you can introduce it to is going to multiply 1,000-fold. Okay. So anyway, that's the basic organization of it, but the compensation plan stays the same. The products will stay the same, other than we're updating the videos and so on. And everything is going to be essentially the same. The website is redesigned, the front and the back, and Victor's spearheading that with his programming team and another programming team, kind of working together on that. And the smoothness of all that, how that's working, and he's going through, putting it through the ringer and things like that. And that's really, Vic, if you can describe a little bit about what the beta testing is and why we need the beta testers and what the beta part is all about and what that means.
Yeah, thank you, Peter. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to show you, this is the old back office, okay? And this is the new back office, okay? Mm-hmm. There's and you see this right here is a mobile, right? So this is a mobile little menu. There's a little mobile menu right over here as well. So the whole thing is designed to work with your phone. Now, the old back office had an email standard, and that was a mistake because, well, it's not really a mistake. It's just what the whole world was operating on up until recently, right? All the big boys too, Google, Facebook, they're all now requiring mobile authentication because it's much more difficult for you to fake a text message and authenticate, like especially when payment is concerned. Banks are doing this now. If you want to send a wire transfer, they'll text you to your phone to make sure, hey, was it really you that initiated this wire transfer? Mm-hmm. And so we now have 400,000 people, give or take. It's like 390 something thousand. It's crazy. It went. Since we announced the beta, we were at 380, and we had like 20,000 people show up like that in a week. Mm-hmm. That's how fast Easy One Up is growing. Well, the new system, because of the payment emphasis, which I'm going to show you right here, the payment emphasis, which is right over here under the Easy Cash Wallet, when you click Add Funds, okay, you have to log in. I'm going to log in. Look how fast that is. Boom. Right? You're in there. Add funds. Boom. I can add funds with an ACH, wire funds, or credit card. Right? And then I can also transfer. Peer-to-peer Bitcoin USDT, which I was informed is actually a stable cryptocurrency that is always making sure that it's a one-to-one relationship on the crypto versus the US dollar. But then there's this thing called peer-to-peer. And peer-to-peer is really beautiful because let's say you get commissions. Correct me if I'm wrong how this works, Peter. Mm-hmm. But let's say you get some commissions and it's inside of your wallet and you want to use those to pay someone on your team, you can do that.
Or upgrade.
Or upgrade.
Yeah.
Right. You could purchase a product that way. So that way, let's say you get some commissions. You say, you know what? I'm not quite ready for the live level, which is, I think, 2,000. Then they could go in and say, okay, I'm just going to come in at a certain level. I'm going to sell a few of these. I'm going to take those commissions, roll them up, and then upgrade to the live level, and they can do that. That was never before possible. People had to manage it internally. So it's just beautiful what they have there. The marketing hub is live right now, so you can actually go to the resources area, the text ads, banner ads. Recommended, that's a reprimand.
Yeah.
But yeah, the team is working on fixing. So what's going to happen if you're in the beta? You're going to actually have some of these things unlocked, whereas everyone else who's signing up, you're pretty much going to have a dashboard with nothing in it. Now, don't freak out, please. If it says, please upgrade your package, it doesn't mean you should upgrade your package. None of the data can be put in here until the entire sponsor genealogy is in the system.
Your volume's still up. Yep, you're on. Okay.
Yeah, let me explain how this is. We now have one person who is fully functional in the new system, and that's Mandy. Mandy was with us. She's also a moderator in the Facebook group. You can always get to the Facebook group by simply going to Facebook and searching for Easy One Up Company. So please do join that group, because that's where we're going to be putting announcements. We're also going to have a beta group. And in the beta group, I'm going to be maintaining, if you want to connect with me, I'm going to be maintaining a Skype group. And that's also happens to be how the developers work. Go figure. Right? So if you're in the Skype group, you'll be one level closer to the people that actually have the power to make changes in the back office. Okay. That's by invitation only. And you should have received, we're doing this in stages. We're looking to see, okay, who's checking their emails. As soon as you open your first email, let me actually go in and share my PowerPoint, because we're talking about email here. And it's good to see you, Peter. I feel like it's been a long time since we've done one of these.
I know. Consider we've been doing them for years, many times a week.
I know. I kind of missed it. I really missed it. All right, so there you see. These are a couple of URLs you want to visit. If you want to understand my philosophy on email, I have a free course called Email Help Out. And the full version of that Email Help Out training includes email relevance and the email deep dive. That's going to be a bonus for all the people who sign up at the Sales Master Class. And you want to get in early to salesmasterclass.com. That is an application process. I'm personally reviewing all the applications, and we're deciding who we are allowing into the class. The class will probably begin in August. We're going to start promoting it in July.
Now, guys, I want to just mention everybody, please don't get confused. Sales Masterclass is totally separate from everything else. This is a specific class that Victor and I put together from the years of teaching that we've done, actually decades. And it's a separate class for those people that want to elevate their sales skills, okay?
Yes.
It has nothing to do with Easy One Up or National Wealth Center. It's a whole separate thing, okay? So don't get that confused and say, what the heck is this compared to what we're talking about, okay?
Yeah. It's not for beginners either. This is for people who feel comfortable in asking people for big ticket money, right? And we're going to be going into not just online strategies, but people strategies, sales strategies, all the way from what worked in the 60s up to what works today. Okay? It's the real deal. All right. So let's talk a little bit about email. If your email is free, and this is hopefully going to alleviate the debate and the craziness that's happening inside of our Facebook group. People had a concern because Peter said, we recommend you get a business class email address. Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. One is we have validation software. And if an email address is free, we can't validate whether your email is good before we send it. Okay? We just have to trust that it's not going to bounce and no one's going to be complaining. If you search for emails from support at easyoneUp.com, when you open them and you click on the links inside, that will tell the Google, Yahoo, AOL, Hotmail, Outlook, or mail.ru, wherever you are, that you truly want to be receiving mail from us. If you don't do this, it's going to be very difficult for us to be able to reach your inbox. Okay? Now, all these problems go away when you're not using a free email address, because you are the master of your own ship. You decide whether something is spam. You decide whether you want to bounce it or not. It's not regulated. Okay? Free email is regulated, and email that you get through your through like GoDaddy or Builderall or any of these other services, it's not regulated. It's yours, right? So you want to just comment on that, Peter, real quick?
Yeah, the main thing with the free ones is that it's really run by these monopolies that decide what goes in and what goes out, and you really have no control over that. And so you're probably missing some critical emails if you have a Gmail, Yahoo, AOL, Hotmail account that you should have gotten that would have made you a lot of money, but they went to spam or somewhere that you didn't see it. And we don't want that to happen to you. And getting a business class email like Peter at peterwolfing.com or something where you bought the domain name is critical for you to not only look professional, but also to get the essential emails that you want to get, because there's no filter there, right? It just goes right in, and Gmail can't block it, Yahoo can't block it, AOL, Hotmail can't block it, basically, okay?
Yeah, and also there are finite limits that we as a sender have, right? So let's say we were sending 2,000 Gmail users an announcement. And we saw this when we ran that. Important Easy One-Up crypto upgrade. Beta official announcement from the CEO. Okay. We sent this first to everyone in Vertex Live. And then in the same day, we sent it out to some more people. Well, those more people did not respond. It was literally like a fifth of what was there, because we reached that threshold on what's allowed in a given day to everyone who's in Gmail. So it's kind of like random, almost random. If the same letter with the same content with the same subject hits too many mailboxes in one day for one carrier, then those carriers say, hey, wait a second. Maybe this is spam. Maybe we shouldn't keep delivering that mail anymore.
Yeah, you become a victim of your own success, right?
Yeah.
So if we have tens of thousands, when Easy One Up has hundreds of thousands of people, how are we going to be able to email everybody when most of them are going to get picked off?
And we have a limit of like 2,000 a day.
Yeah,
so
which is
400,000 people, that would take what was that?
A month or two?
That would take like 40 days.
Yeah.
40 days for us to reach every single person with one letter, okay? If we really, really didn't throttle it at all, okay? So this is the actual numbers as it is. Now, if you go to Email Help Out, you'll learn that I'm actually focusing on a strategy right now, which involves utilizing Amazon. But Amazon has the strictest sending statistics, but also has the highest delivery deliverability rate of any email program on the planet. And let me talk about that a little bit. In order for us to mail to Amazon, we need to clean out the list before we send the mail. And there's something called a reputation score. And the reputation score is based upon your history with your email provider. If you're the type of person that opens every email, they know that, and that score is actually delivered to mail cleaning companies like ours that we can purchase this data. And that what that does is it helps us minimize the complaint rate. Well, the complaints basically is this is spam. Okay. If we continue to mail and you're not opening your emails and you're not clicking on your emails, that complaint rate is going to go through the roof. And so we have to keep monitoring and measuring it as we're sending the messages to make sure that we stay below these thresholds. All of this is managed and maintained by your email provider. Okay, so we recommend Builderall for the following reason. Builderall actually has its own mail servers. They have their own compliance team. The fellow who manages all of their email is an expert on this, and they handle all of this for 500,000 users, and they do it 7 days a week, right? It's a fire and forget system. What Peter and I are doing in order to reach out to Easy One Up, we're manually doing this, okay? So we're doing the work that requires quite a bit of knowledge and education in order for us to stay below these thresholds. Even still, the complaint rate's supposed to be 0.1%, and our complaint rate is at 0.2%, okay? If we go to 0.5, our account gets shut down. If our bounce rate goes higher than 5%, we have some problems with Amazon. And that's why you're probably never going to hear from us again unless you open that first email that we sent you.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Subject, important Easy One Up crypto upgrade beta official announcement from the CEO. You will not get a second email from us unless you find this first email and open that email.
And it's not because of us. It's not because of us. It's because of the email service you're using.
Right. Now we have a petition right now to move all of these emails into another environment, but so if I was actually working on this slide, I said, if you didn't get the email, then you want to sign up at intentionalmentoring.com. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what I was basically wanting to say. And let me go and share my screen here. All right, you seeing my screen there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you go to intentionalmentoring.com, just for this period of time, we've made it super simple, okay? There are only 3 options. Log in with Google, log in with Facebook, or if you're on a Mac or an iPhone, you can do a one-click right here. I'm going to demonstrate the Facebook one, since I'm already signed into Facebook. Now, what happens is we have contracts with Google, with Facebook, and with Apple that basically say that we are a membership educational platform. That's what intentional mentoring is. So when I click login with Facebook, in 2 seconds, it processes it, and it sends us right into the dashboard. This is in real time. And when you see this message from Peter, you're going to see the bonus sales training. If anyone's interested in the sales masterclass, you definitely want to go through the bonus sales training. The bonus sales training is something we created in January called the Breakthrough Challenge, which was a step-by-step process of how to do selling in 2021. There's 14 videos. Some of them are, most of them are short. Some of them are long. We also did a live event called You Are Perfect. That's 3 hours and 24 minutes. You don't have to watch all of it. If King Arthur was an affiliate marketer, that's an hour and 39 minutes. And then Email Marketing 101. That's a great training. It's an hour and 20 minutes. And then I did an interview with Dr. John DeMartini. These are bonuses that you have. But I just say, start at the beginning. It's a minute and a half. The rule of 7 is all about understanding the psychology of selling. Then there's a 7 personality types. This is 17 minutes long. Challenger customer. All of that and that private playlist is accessible through the intentional mentoring at the bonus sales training area. Okay. Now, the Easy 1-Up beta is right here. So once you're signed into intentional mentoring, you do this one little click and it says, hey, sorry, you're still on the waiting list. There are 162 people ahead of you in the current queue. This number will increase and it'll decrease as more and more people come in. Okay. And you can know exactly where you are based on your connection status. So I built this system to make it super simple for everyone to get in. What do you think, Peter?
So Vic, explain what that means with that number 162.
Okay. We have created codes. The people who are in intentional mentoring and already have been paying every month for the Easy 1-Up mentoring program, they take a priority, okay? So what we did is we took the first people, the people who are in Vertex Live, they're into mentoring program. Those people need to get into the beta first, okay? Once those people get into the beta, I sent the list. It's about 2,600 people to our developers over there, and we're going to be opening up the next round. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And the beta means we're basically want you to go through the system and click, see what you can try to break it, basically, right?
Yeah. And we're going to be updating this throughout the week, subject to us being able to get more accurate data from the members, okay? Now, you saw a video where, wouldn't it be nice to know what email address Facebook has on you? You can just go to your profile, click on My Profile, and then grab that email address from there, and then you could paste that into your Easy 1-Up account. Now, if you never got that email from us, which is the one that we sent out saying important announcement from the CEO, then chances are your email is blacklisted. In which case, then and only then do you need to get a new email address. Because if it's blacklisted, there's nothing we can do. We can't mail to you. Peter, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, maybe? If you're blacklisted, then nothing we send is going to work for you. Yeah, that's an unfortunate reality of what we're trying to avoid with what we're trying to teach you with the emails and so on.
Right. So what I've been trying to do is work on simple buttons inside of members' back offices, because let's say you're inside the intentional mentoring back office, you click this button, it'll get you into the beta through intentional mentoring. I put a request in to see if we could add a button like this into the Easy 1-Up back office. So all you do is go into your Easy 1-Up back office, click the red button, and boom, you'll be in the beta. As soon as Peter's developer, Jim in Maine, gets back to me with the code that we need, then we can go add that button inside of the Easy 1-Up as well. That's going to really speed things along quickly, because we're no longer going to be relying on email as the vehicle to authenticate you. And I think that's the right way to go. That's what I love about the new Easy 1-Up. This is the old Easy 1-Up. The new Easy 1-Up is all mobile, okay? The authentication is with your cell phone, with your mobile phone, okay? Now, even here, once you're in your account, you can click Set PIN. And if for some reason your mobile phone number changes, or let's say you trash your phone, You can log into your Easy One Up back office, put in your new phone number. It'll send you a text message, put that number in the authenticator, boom, you're good to go. So we're no longer dependent on email as a means of validation.
Well, the other thing too, Vic, like you said, is I mentioned about the global wallet and so on, but we're also going majorly to the mobile aspect of the whole business. Yeah.
So it's looking really great, and we're getting some comments. Let's see. Oh yeah, good point. Sounds wonderful, guys. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Kenneth. Jocelyn says, I like that. Thank you, Jocelyn. Kenneth Gray says, amazing. Okay, so someone from Facebook said this. Good point. Watching another platform do their IP warm-up process right now. They are gradually increasing. Also having those receiving be proactive by opening, saving, clicking the internal link, and also replying to the email. Each of these shows positive signals to those like Gmail and other email Nazis that block emails folks want to receive. Well, here's the thing. They already know what your reputation is, because right now, you know, we're biting the bullet, Peter and I, by using Amazon. Okay. I had to do a tremendous amount of cleanup on the database before we started even emailing to vis-a-vis Amazon, right? So that means a lot of emails had to be removed that had shady reputation scores. So if you didn't get that letter from the CEO, and I think there were 46,200 emails that went out, then you're going to have to just update your email credentials, and then we'll send out another one of those with that update, and then we will do that. So it's not really an IP warm-up. It's really just has to do with, you know, it's really nothing personal, okay? I have 5 Gmail accounts. I've got 1 Yahoo account, 1 AOL account. I have, I think, 2 Hotmail accounts. I don't check them that often. And maybe, you know, you signed up for Easy One Up under an email address you don't check that often. Well, we just want to make sure that everyone is served. No man left behind. No woman left behind. So
that's a critical part, because we're going to do our best to contact everybody as many times as we can. But as we're saying, we're not going to be able to contact everybody because of the filters and so on that are out there. So we need you to do your part. If you have a group, please contact them and give them and forward this information to them. Forward the email or whatever that we're sending out to you, so that this way they can do their sign up into this system as well, and they get validated. So when we do move over to the beta, we know that they're interested in Easy One Up. They're actively marketing their business. They want to be in the new global aspect of Easy One Up, and you know, and you can certainly help us to do that. So that would be great if you can do that.
Yes. Also, if you have let me show you a little trick. Let's say you've opted into intentional mentoring, or let's say you have a SociSnap account, or you've opted into any email ever from Peter and I in the last 3 years. Would you like to have a real quick, easy way to get your beta? Would that be cool? All right. You just go over to here and you click forgot your password, put your email address right over here, and then click retrieve password. That will send you a secure encrypted message. Click it, create a new password, then sign in to right over here into intentional mentoring, and then you'll get access to it, right? That's another way you can get in. And you'll also get the bonus training from Peter and I, right? So I'm now going to show you, I'm going to log in with Google, right? So boom, click log in with Google. It checks the authentication state. Bam, you're right in. Isn't that cool? Takes 2 seconds. No email, no password. It's just there, okay? And then you can just go to your profile, copy and paste that email into your Easy One Up. We will line the 2 databases up. and bam, you'll get directly in. You see, the reason we're doing this is we have to make sure that the products you purchased, you still have access to those products, and it really is you. It's not someone else. And let's talk a little bit about security, Peter. I think it's kind of humorous, actually. But I told you that 216 people in Easy 1UP used password as their password.
Right. As many times as you hear don't do that, they do that because people are lazy.
Yeah, they do that. And so we want to make sure that the account that's registered is the actual account that has your products on it, right? Because some people, let's face it. Yeah, there's 400,000 accounts. That doesn't mean there's 400,000 people. One person could have registered 10 accounts, right? Some people have. So we want to make sure that the account that has your products on it is the one that's moving over into the new system. And that's why I designed these authentication methods with the team over there to make it as easy as a transition as possible.
Right. And so we're basically, what we're doing is we're shaking the tree. We're shaking the tree, say, okay, who's interested? And then let the wheat fall from the chaff, right?
Yeah. It's almost like a fruit tree, right?
Yeah.
The ripened fruit will fall first. And then what we're doing is we're building a program that's going to track sponsors. That's going to be fun. Because the biggest problem we have right now is that we have people who are orphans, right? People are joining the new environment. And let me tell you how many people we have right now. There are 30 people in the new environment already playing around in there. And the majority of them, their sponsor hasn't yet joined. It's just, that's what we're seeing. So, which means that we're going to have a situation where people are in the new system, their sponsor's not yet in the new system, and so you need to call your sponsor and say, hey, get in the new system, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we want to try to keep the lineage intact and for sponsor integrity, but I'll be honest with you, at some point we got to cut it off.
Yeah.
Right. We have to cut it off and we just have to go forward. We just can't be held hostage by waiting for people that are just not interested. Right. So, but we'll do our best to do that. And we're asking you to help us in that regard to do that, to give everyone the benefit of the doubt of maintaining their genealogy and their purchase of product status and things like that. So, but that's, we can't do that for 3 months or something. So it'll be a limited time, very, very limited time. So once we're ready, we're going to say, hey, listen, this is the hard deadline. And if you're in, you're in. If you're out, then you're out, if you're not responding. So, but we'll do our best to make sure that.
Peter, I think we lost you there. Hello. You still there? Let me bring Mandy in here while Peter is out. She's sitting here watching, and she says, "I am the ripened fruit that fell first from the tree." Yeah. Well, he just had his internet installed, and hopefully he'll get back in here. But in the meantime, if any of you want to join us, I sent Mandy. I sent you a link in Skype so you can join us. It's kind of dark in here. My light needs charging, so I'm going to be a darkened soul. Although not a dark soul, but a there we go.
Okay.
Hey, welcome back.
Such is a new internet connection. So anyway, so I think we've covered this as much as I think we need to, Vic.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So let's talk about the Sales Masterclass and what's your vision for it, and what are your thoughts? I love what you wrote. Maybe you can share some of what you wrote.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have it in front of me, but guys, nobody is really born a salesperson, a great salesperson, but you can become one. Okay, you can become one, and it's a skill just like anything else. And there's nothing wrong with sales. Sales makes the world go round, right? Nothing moves unless it's bought or sold somewhere. So it is a reputable skill to have, and it's not something you do to someone. It's something you do with someone. Okay, so if you're proficient and excellent at the sales process and ferreting out what the person really wants and matching what they need to what you have, and if that's an integrous way to do that, an integrous match, then you deserve to make a sale and you should get paid.
Yeah, and what I think we lost Peter again, but let me just share a little story about my personal experience. The last Vertex Live that I sold, it was a by the way. Okay, so what ended up happening? Oh, you're back. Okay, I was just sharing a story, but I'll let you get back to it.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm really upset at my internet provider, as that shouldn't happen. So if there's a match together with you and the person that is a prospective customer, and they have something that they need, you have something that you can provide that need with, then you should make the sale and you deserve to get paid. And that's just a simple sales process. And it's something that you do with someone, not to someone, right? But there are techniques that you can use as a process of influence to pull out what the person needs, okay? And it's ethical influence. Now, these are very powerful techniques that you can use, and you have to promise me if you do our class that you're going to use them ethically, okay? Because they can be used in not so ethical ways. So you want to be able to use these. There's voice inflection, and there's mirroring, and there's many different ways that you can mimic what the personality of the person, to be able to use I call it the art form of sales, to be able to alter and change your presentation that's going to mirror what the person wants and the type of personality that's going to be more apt to be receptive to what you're going to offer to them. Now, Victor has also been trained in other ways of sales, and we'll cover those as well too, and the history of sales, all different things of that nature. Okay, so but it's in its basic form. I see sales as a transfer of energy from one person to another. Okay, you're trying to transfer your energy, your emotion, what you believe in, to the person, and trying to do that again in an ethical way. And with a digital product, you could certainly do that, and you could do very well. You could write your own ticket, basically, as far as income. But you can't be afraid to speak to people. If you try to do it the whole automatic way, yeah, you can make money. But if you're willing to get out there, you can use these techniques in storytelling and all sorts of stuff that we'll go over to be able to be free, really free. You could be hired by anybody, sell anything, and be able to make your own income and do very well, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars a year to be able to do very well, whether you're doing low ticket, high ticket, or whatever. Okay, so the Sales Masterclass is a multi-week, multi-process teaching training course. We're looking for people, not necessarily the newbies. Okay, we want people to have a little bit of training and education. We just don't want to go every week, have to go back to the basics because someone didn't do their assignments. We're going to be giving you assignments to be able to do, to practice and so on. and putting you through the system. So we want people to have a little bit of skill, that want to up their game, okay, that want to be much, much better at what they're doing. And that's the type of person that we're doing. And Victor has an application process that he's put together to be able to see if you're ready for the class, if you are the type of person that wants to be able to learn these techniques, that wants to be able to be better and to be able to up your income quite substantially. So Vic, that's my presentation on the Sales Masterclass. And let me turn it back over to you.
All right. Thank you, Peter.
Yep.
Yeah. So I was sharing that once you get good at the process of serving others with their needs, the sale happens as by the way. Like, I kid you not, I was helping someone with a technical problem. I showed them what to do. I helped them out with it. And they were like, wow, thank you. That really, really saved my day. And then they immediately want to reciprocate. Like, what can I do for you? I said, well, I'm glad you mentioned that. Mm-hmm. Here's my product, SociSnap. Pick it up. See if it works for you. Here's my other product, Search Triggers. Pick it up. See if it works for you. So you give first, and then people will reciprocate. With Vertex Live, I was helping someone set up a funnel, and then we were talking about the product, about the Vertex Live product. He says, "Oh wow, that sounds interesting. Maybe I want to send that to my list. I want to be, what does it cost? $2,000? Oh, no problem. How do you accept the payment?" Right? It was a by the way. It wasn't like I specifically called him up in order to sell him Vertex Live. So my approach to selling is it happens naturally when you're immersed in serving others with their needs.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And so the focus is on the service. The focus is on the investigation and figuring out so is this the right thing for you? That's why we also have an application process for the master class itself. We only want people in the class who will contribute not just with their money, but their time, and also in serving others in the class, because we all have gifts, right? I know how to screen people digitally. That's what we do for a living. I mean, back in my 20s, I was a due diligence expert. I was hired by companies to read business plans and tell them, hey, this is bull. This is BS, or this is a real deal. And I could scan through it, and I got really good at it for a while. So we all have different skills. And what you want to do in the Sales Masterclass is figure out, who are you? Almost like the Cheshire Cat, right? In Alice in Wonderland. Who are you? What value do you bring to the marketplace? What's your unique proposition that only you can give to people in the market? And then you bring a dog on, and everyone just clicks the buy now button.
That's my buddy.
Oh yes, we gotta solo layout him. Look at him.
Hey, Conan, he's so cute.
So this is the Sales Masterclass. If you like the dog, click the button below this video. Put in your credit card, and we'll see you in class.
Yeah, this is bringing on the dog is one technique. It's a secret technique we'll go into in the Sales Masterclass.
All right. Yeah, so we've got a bunch of applications ready to process. And here's how it works. It's really, really simple. Okay. You go there, you put in your email, your best email. We're going to judge you based on your email. Yes, we will. And then there's a questionnaire where you have a second chance where you can put in another email, right? So your first email might be Gmail, whatever. But let's face it, this is for people that have a website. Okay. This is for people that have a brand, they have a business. The simplest website could be your name, like Peter said, Peter Wolfing, right? PeterWolfing.com. You can go there. VictorGrant.com. You can go there. These are websites, okay? So the Sales Masterclass is really for people who already have that, and they want to grow their business and enhance that. Then we ask a series of questions to see if you have the right mindset. And then after that, we give you access to that sales training. And we recommend you go through that sales training before you and I or Peter will call you and see if the class is right for you. Okay. We're going to reach out to people based on the quality of the answers, the questions they give in the application. Fair? It's the easiest way to do it. And yes, it's expensive, but yes, it's going to be worth it. The way we look at it is, if you don't make back multiple times your investment in the masterclass, then we did not do a good job of doing it, of teaching it, right? And so that's why we don't like to lose. This is not Vegas, right?
Yeah, I look at it as
in there to just completely go gangbusters with it.
Yeah, I look at it as expensive is relative, and if you find the money to get in this class to do it, and you actually put yourself into it and actually do the class, then you're never going to have to worry about the money again. That's the way I kind of look at it, you know. But you have to actually do it and be there and practice and so on. It's again getting your skill level up higher and being aware of these different things and techniques and so on to happen. But once you become good at it, it's like the money doesn't matter. Like Vic, you were talking about the guy that joined for the 2000, right? 2500 easy one up.
Yeah.
He didn't even blink. He didn't even blink.
No.
He just said, "Oh, okay. Hey, I'm in. Okay, I'm in. 2000, no problem. 2500, no problem." You know, and so it's like going to the restaurant and you don't care anymore how much it costs. You don't read the menu from right to left.
Yeah.
You don't care. I just want what I want, and that's it. The price doesn't matter because you want what you want. Same thing with here. We're going to give you those techniques to be able to be in that category of income.
Yeah, Kenneth, thank you. Sounds wonderful, guys. Looking forward to it.
And even people in National Wealth Center, people in Easy One Up, if you want to be able to up your game there too, of course, this is going to benefit you as well too. So it's a very well-rounded type of class, but again, it's for people that want to really step up and do it.
Right.
Yep. Cool.
All right. So we'll see you guys at the next live event. Thank you all for watching. Please share this with your friends. We are on once a week, more or less. So you want to make sure you subscribe to Intentional Mentoring, the YouTube channel. You can just go to YouTube and type in Intentional Mentoring. You'll see it's right there. Wow. So we get a lot of thank yous coming in right now. So thank you. Okay, great.
Hey,
okay,
Jocelyn, that is one heck of a last name.
Mandy says, great live. Thank you.
Yeah, we love Mandy from Greece. Thank you, Mandy, so much.
Yeah.
You're wonderful.
Mandy, you're such a blessing. Thank you so much. All right. We love you. Have a great week. And do it.
Yeah. All right, guys. It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun with the Easy One Up process and the beta testing. Get in there, do it. Talk to your people. And if you decide to participate in the Sales Masterclass, I'd love to have you on board again. That's totally optional, up to you, but I think it'll benefit you as well, too. So on behalf of Victor, thank you so much, everybody. We'll look forward to seeing you on another broadcast.
Yeah. Go ahead and apply anyway. It's free to the application is free. And you're going to get a free, nice little bonus sales training, even if you don't come to the class.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win all around.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Bye now.
Bye, everybody.